awesome date, December 20th, 2010. Awesome topic, an endless frontier of tits. This is the OSMcast.
Boing, 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 boing. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Hey folks, and welcome to the OSMcast. I'm Eric.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Lee.
And I'm Basil.
And that's us.
Oh, now I get to run the
Now
show.
you get to run the show. I only wanted to say endless frontier of tits. After that, I was really done. But you always make me do that part too, so I did.
Well,
it.
that's true. If you're
You're
going
gonna
to
start it. You gotta do the whole start. Like,
Yeah, we go whole hog here. Or whole tits. I don't know.
yeah,
Whatever.
most talent.
Indeed.
Am I gonna have to want to say there's more to this game than tits?
No, because there is no more to this game.
No, look, the game in question has juggling and jiggling. That's all you need to know about it.
I'll have more to say on that later.
And thankfully, apparently, that's worth hours of entertainment, or probably closer to 30 minutes. But
You shut the fuck up.
No, there are jokes. I'm sorry. There is an endless frontier of tit jokes made in this game. Just like, and it's beyond the you're right. If it was just that, oh look, all the characters jiggle all the time, you're right. That's good for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of masturbation tops a day. But the fact that it's got so many jokes, man, are you a were-cow?
Yes.
Were-cow, Basil. I'm done.
Okay,
Boom.
okay. Look, all right. That's great. That's good. Main segment. But hi, folks. We are the OSMcast.
We
The
are.
podcast for everything awesome.
And tonight, we're all perverts.
That's right.
Yay!
The other
Yes!
The other intro line was going to be sexist podcast ever.
Ah.
Most
Sexist.
sexist podcast ever.
Yeah. Well, if the
We can
subject
only
matters,
try.
It's really hard to not be. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We'll get
us.
into that in the main subject.
And of course, as always, there is the website awesomecast.com. Please leave us comments in the comments section. Neil's very good about it, but the rest of y'all can learn a lesson from Neil. Leaving comments.
Neil, you're my hero. Except
Except
today.
you're not.
Yeah.
Sometimes Cleveland leaves comments, but everyone else needs to start leaving comments too.
Is that Sevian's real name?
Yeah, Cleveland.
Yeah.
My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to... Oh, sorry.
There is also the email, awesomecast@gmail.com. There's also a voicemail, but no one ever calls, but it's still there.
I call in prank, but they don't get on the show because I'm technically a member.
You do not call in prank.
You've
That is
called
a
in,
lie.
You've called in pranked before.
You've
Okay.
done it like once.
Twice.
Twice, really?
Yes.
Well, you should do it a third time. Maybe it'll get on just because I'm bored.
Okay, I'll do it a third time. Is the number on the site?
The number is on the site.
Excellent.
I'll do it next time.
Alright, so I guess this means, first off, happy holidays, as by the time the next podcast goes up, it's going to be
Christmas!
next year. This is the
New Year's.
last podcast for the 2010.
It's the most
Podcasting
podcast is time.
So this is we had to get a very special podcast.
Even though it's
Yeah,
this
jingle
is going
bells.
up after this, the date we're recording this is the last night of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah, Barry.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah, Barry, and all you other Jews. I don't know.
Well.
oh, that's Lee's giving me a look now. Like as soon as I said that, Lee's like,
Oh, Eric.
like
That
Most
was...
racist
most
podcast.
basis podcast ever.
Now,
We're working on
before
it.
we go into any other thing, I did have a customer come in the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
And he's buying this. He's buying a Wii game, and he asked for how much a Wii controller is. I'm like, it's $40. He goes, that's too much money. Well, I guess I'll have to shop the black man's way. Late at night and in your house.
I got, like that. I don't know, man. That's just so
like-
terrible.
That
to me.
is terrible.
I was like, wow, I sort of stared at him because I was so stunned that someone actually said this to me.
Mhm.
He was like, oh, I guess that was out of line. I am sorry.
Did he really say that? Oh, so but see, I've never heard this part before that he apologized.
Was he...
Did he
sincere?
sound at all sorry?
No, he did. He said
Okay.
obviously like, oh, you're not cool. You're not down with
You're
the
not
black
part
man
of
hate.
the racist class.
I guess I'll go. He's also like really, really gradual. Like he was obvious. Like he's been spoken for like his whole life, and very southern in
Mhm.
his demeanor. We'll say.
Not in the good way.
Oh.
Not in the good mint julep kind
So there
of
we
way.
go.
Are
now-
you saying there's a problem with a Southern American man? Because
There are
I
many
am,
problems with Southern
I
American
am
man.
thoroughly Dixified, and I'm not racist.
Well,
Except for Micronauts. Fucking Micronauts. Terrible drivers.
Well, you know, there's good and there's bad Southerners, but that's,
Just like there's good and bad Northerners.
yeah.
Yeah, well, there's no good Micronauts.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take your word on
Okay, I'll go with that. Why not?
That's right. see Micronauts, we're coming for you.
The most Micronaut hating podcast ever.
That's right.
I only vaguely know what the hell Micronauts are.
I have no clue in hell. What are Micronauts?
A toy line.
Micronauts are dicks. Like, that's what they are.
It's a toy line.
Oh.
Some of them are ripped from anime and manga, but whatever.
Is that like how Marvel Comics put in Combattler V and other things in their Shogun?
It's not unlike the Shogun Warriors, yes.
So, sorry, go on. I was going to say, so with that aside, rambling aside, I think it's time for the moment of Kevin's voice.
It's a moment of awesome.
Indeed. Wait, I was supposed to say that.
So,
yeah. You just rolled with it. It would have been awesome. Like, it would have been.
I don't know. This is like, what, like 3 days? The last one we recorded?
Stop doubting my own.
Exactly. Like,
4 days.
Scarf it out.
It's like 4 days. So
yeah.
Like you have at least have something new.
I have no good awesome. The closest thing to awesome is I discovered after like 50 hours, Smallville gets good.
Wait, you already did Super Robot Wars L?
Yes.
Smallville doesn't get good. Smallville gets... First off, if you have to watch 50 hours or something before it gets good, it's bad.
I might as well sit through Gaga for
that. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're not starting this fucking fight. You and Kevin and Lee will be here all night on this, and I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I could play Final Fantasy 13 for that.
That was the better one.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yes, I've had an opportunity to watch it. My uncle tells me it gets really awesome, like later in the show, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And really, after about 50, 60 hours of it, it does start to get good. I can't say it really qualifies as a moment of awesome. That's just what I got. My last moment of awesome is still pretty fresh.
Well, I've got. Well, Human Target was pretty badass. We just all watched an episode of Human Target while we were waiting to start the podcast.
True, that was pretty awesome.
I had never seen that before. That was really, really cool.
That was pretty awesome.
I need to see more of it before I could really confirm it as a true,
to really get the feel of what they do as an episodic nature.
Episodic nature, yeah. But it was pretty cool. What else has been awesome this week? My schedule's awesome this week. I work the exact right hours. Our awesome anime Christmas party is coming up, which you guys can't go to, except for the ones of you who are listening that can go to, I guess. Like
probably most of our regular
I
listeners.
need to find out about that after we're over.
It's December 17th.
Ah.
Okay. Ed Michael Masters.
Ah.
But I won't give their address away on the internet.
Yeah,
oh,
but now
come on!
Now anyone locally who knows who they are.
Who they are.
Yeah, if they, they might just have people.
So,
turn
Awesome Bites.
Track us down. Yeah.
Actually, don't.
Actually, don't do that.
Yeah, stay the fuck away.
Stay the fuck away from us. Epic Mickey came out a few days ago. And
Anybody actually played that?
I've actually sat down with it for like 5 minutes on Not My Copy, and it was it really nobody actually describes this, or do we call her Douglas on this? What do we call it?
I don't really care.
Okay, nobody actually described this best when they were telling me, look, Epic Mickey is like someone was like, man, you remember when Kingdom Hearts was fun and like everything because it had all this awesome Disney shit and they made it epic? Let's like do that again and fuck this Square shit and like it really does kind of play like that. Like it takes it back to the platforming. Like, the platforming is very similar to Kingdom Hearts 1, but with a camera that works.
Nice.
Like it's
thank God.
it's like Kingdom Hearts 1 platforming with level design and designed for platforming and a camera that actually functions.
That could be pretty sweet. What about I heard that the darker nature was toned down. Is that?
I only played for like 5. Like it was literally like 5-10 minutes, and I didn't really see anything that dark. It certainly does not seem to live up to its cover. Let me put it that way. Like I love that art of the cover. I'd kill for there's like a poster without the text or whatever, just the art would be really cool. And so that's pretty rocking and pretty badass. I'm all for awesome Disney platformers. Some of my favorite platforming memories come from playing with Mickey Mouse. Oddly enough,
DuckTales.
What about that one where you're Mickey and you like get turbans and fireman?
Yeah,
stuff?
that was Mickey's Magical Quest.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Let's see, X-Men Live Arcade got dated and priced like the X-Men version of the old arcade, the Xbox Live version of the old X-Men arcade beat 'em up.
They finally putting that out on something. It's about fucking time. I wanted that on the NES, damn it.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I've been waiting to play that shit for a long time. Like the majority of my quarters in arcades were spent playing Street Fighter 2, X-Men the arcade game and the Simpsons
And the Simpsons.
arcade game. And
And I'll even play Dazzler if I have to. Just let me play the fucking
just let me
game.
play. Yeah, it's got Dazzler. That's what's actually really funny about the game is it's got all these X-Men that like don't really exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Dazzler was awesome. I don't
Dazzler
care what
was
you say.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool, but the version of Dazzler, like no one who reads comic books now that didn't read comic books when that game came out would have recognized that character as anything.
Mhm.
It would just be like, what? Is that like White Tall Jubilee? I mean, like, is that what that is?
Speaking of things that are hurting downloads, I wasn't expecting it's already out. Is Cave Stories out hit DSi.
Yes, I have downloaded it again.
Well, how is it?
It's Cave Story again. Some of the things that were unlocked automatically on the Wii version, you have to on the WiiWare version, you seem to have to unlock now. But it seems to, I haven't played the whole game all the way through, but everything seems to be there. I don't know if if you can unlock the Curly mode like you could in the other one, where you get to play as Curly.
That's called adding content.
But
When you lock stuff that was locked in the previous version, content added.
Well, I don't know if they just didn't have room for it because I imagine you have a lot more room on a DSiWare. I mean, on a WiiWare than a DSi.
That's a pretty small game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not hella complex, but
Dear Nintendo, please stop making me buy the same games over and over again. I have bought Zelda 14 times. I will do it again.
Oh man, I can't wait for the Mario collection to come out.
Oh, yes.
The Nintendo's like, hey Basil, I need $30.
Yeah.
Butter up.
I know.
It's like, okay.
It's the best fucking. That's the best description of that Super Mario All-Star collection. Is Nintendo going to every Mario fan and going, "I'm really strapped. The DS just isn't selling like it used to. Can I have $30?" And sure, Nintendo.
It's just Super Mario
Right.
All-Stars
Again.
again!
on the Wii.
On the Wii!
It's like the fucking. It's Nintendo.
I still have it on this.
You get a soundtrack CD and a history booklet with Miyamoto's original sketches.
Oh,
Saying.
ooh.
I
Well,
already
okay, that's
downloaded
kind
that
of
shit
cool.
off the
But
internet. Like, I'm just saying that Nintendo, please stop making. I mean,
You know what the sad part is?
We'll buy it.
Yeah.
You know what the sad part is?
That, and it's the best-selling game in Japan. Well, last I checked, it was about a month ago, but last I checked, it was like...
And the saddest thing to me is that I'll buy it. Is like every time they release the original Legend of Zelda game, I have paid the money for it. There is not an iteration of the original Legend of Zelda that was available for me to purchase that I have not said, okay. Just like with Basil in the Mario game, where every time Mario's come up to buy,
yeah.
it's like...
Apparently me and Phantasy Star 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I have 4 copies of Final Fantasy 1.
Yes, see,
Yeah.
there's just certain games that you will just, every time they put them out, you'll go, really? Again?
One
As
more
you are
Persona
taking the money
title.
out of your wallet.
One more Persona title, one more Super Robot Wars title, even though it's a remake of another one I already have.
You will,
Yeah.
oh man, DJ Max for me. Like I have bought, the US version of DJ Max has been re-released like 3 different times, like in different versions. Like it is itself just with DJ Max 1 and 2, and I bought it for DJ Max in America. And then I bought DJ Max X Hot Fever, which turned out to be the Japanese release of DJ Max, the American version. And I wasn't that bad. I was just like, oh, it's got a nicer box art.
I could replace the
But
other
yeah, I
one.
could have put it on the shelf. Anyway.
Some games will just buy over and over, I guess.
Did I mention rooting my droid last time I was on? That's pretty badass.
I think you did.
Awesome.
If
Well,
not, he rooted his
I
droid.
rooted my droid.
Yeah.
It makes my phone like a million times more awesome. Like it makes my phone overclocked and have better battery life.
Wow.
Because like I can overclock it, but also set it to underclock itself every time the screen turns off. So it actually uses, when it's in sleep mode, it uses less power.
If I had a droid, I would do the same thing.
And that is about
Yeah.
it.
Anybody else got any?
Well,
Basil?
if I could speak,
I
No.
got one after
Oh,
that.
Liz got one.
actually go.
Okay, mine is a very old game, like 2003-4, called Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter. Last Breath of Fire game.
I introduced you to it.
Yes,
Okay.
I owe Kevin for this one. But most people will hate it, and have hated it, because it's hard as fuck.
Sorry, most people hate this
Most
game.
people hate that. They do.
Well, they do.
That's a hell of a... I'm just saying, it's
That's a hell of an endorsement.
endorsement, but it's so funny.
Oh, I love this game too, and I agree. Most people hate it.
See, I was gonna hate it. I played the first hour, and I'm like, this is shit. And I played the second hour, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you really got to push through the
Yeah, the thing is you're pretty much trapped in an underground world, and you're trying to get to the surface. And it's a RPG that pretty much is ball grindingly hard. But if you play it and learn to work the system, it actually gets really, really fun.
It's an RPG that that kind of got the idea was a survival horror game and a roguelike at the same time.
Yes. So if you're like me and I liked playing Sheeran the Wanderer because it busted my balls, and I eventually beat it, and I felt like $1,000,000. So this is one of those kind of games that I could see Eric shaking his head over there because
Yes.
It's a game that you definitely feel like you've accomplished something when you beat it.
But I should I save my other moment for next time or
No, just go for it.
What
List
moment?
it out.
my other moment is Deadly Premonition, which is a game Basil bought for Suze, and
Oh, that crap fest.
don't take Suze's words too harshly. I think she's derived some pleasure from mocking it. A lot of pleasure, actually. It's pretty much a budget horror title. It's actually really good, even though it sucks a lot.
It sucks, but it's great.
Sucky voice acting. It has a convoluted plot. It has a main character who's insane, and I love him for it. He's like the most twisted guy. The first thing you hear out of his mouth is you hear him talking about two people's relationship and how it's perfectly natural and that one of them victimizes the other because that's what the other one wants. It turns out he's talking about the Tom and Jerry show. And
That's kind of
Pretty
awesome.
yeah, so he's a crazy motherfucker, and the game's really budget and has it's a mix between a detective investigation, Silent Hill, and a sandbox overworld. So it actually has a really neat story to it.
So why is Suze mocking it then?
Because it looks like it was made on the Dreamcast. Most of the voice acting sounds like you paid a hobo off the street to say lines. And she is very picky about her survival horror, and when your enemies are people that look like Insane Clown Posse fans bent over backwards moaning, "Don't want to die!" She, laughs at the game a lot.
Well, as long as you're entertained.
Yes, we are very entertained with that game, and it is a wonderful piece of shit.
On the plus side, if anybody out there sounds like they want it, it's probably really, really, cheap.
It's like
Yeah.
$20 now.
It released for $20.
It released
Then
for
it's like
$20.
$10 now. I don't know.
$10 now. By this point, they're probably giving it away, crying at GameStop.
But I love it. I love it! And that's my moment of awesome.
That's not unlike the appeal of the game we're going to discuss.
Well, I won't say that one is a little bit more polished. Than
Well, yes.
Premonition.
I'll give you
I also have a
that.
different, parallel actually to that game.
But that's when we get to it.
Oh yeah, you have to talk. So
Yes.
talk.
Your
First, I
moment.
must cough.
Cough,
I
then
must
talk.
Talk.
Cough.
Golden Sun, Dark Dawn.
Oh.
Started playing the Golden Sun. Boy, I sure hope you guys like Golden Sun.
'Cause
It
it's
sure
more
is Golden Sun. It's a simple RPG with awesome puzzles and lots and lots and lots of chatter.
Chatter is in...
They're talking again.
Yeah, they talk a lot.
Is it
They
interesting?
talk.
Is it
And
character-based? Is it...
It's character based. It's one of those things where they probably could have cut half the talking out and you would have noticed. But they left it in. But you know what? I play Metal Gear games. I don't care.
Ah.
And
You
the
can put
fact
up with
is,
Metal Gear, you can put up with anything.
and the fact is, if you've played the previous Golden Suns and you didn't notice it then, you're not going to notice it now. I mean, it's as much talking, and also does little emoticon things where they have the happier, angry, or sad faces, whenever to express emotion.
As long as those don't take, seconds to load each time.
No, they pop up while they're talking.
Awesome.
It just happens at the same time, and this time you actually get to choose your emotions and how you respond to things.
It's
It doesn't
kinda
doesn't actually change the plot, but just something to add in there as flavor.
Just for the record, I'm pissed at this part of the game.
And what's even crazier is that not only is it full of chatter, but whenever it comes across, say, a name or a term, you can hit a button and it'll pop up an encyclopedia thing in the top screen about it.
That's nice.
So it's chattery with encyclopedia entries.
Oh, so if you need to know the history of the shiny golden monkey rectum you just found in the ancient ruin, it'll tell you.
Yes, exactly.
Or if you don't give a monkey's rectum about it, you just don't read about it.
Exactly. They're like, well, we know he gave you a lot of text, but you know what? Just in case you wanted more text, here it is. Just
Sounds like I won't be disappointed with this game, which I'm sure I'll eventually get it.
its only downside is that it's super easy.
And you have to know how to read.
It's
Yes,
true.
I did have a guy who asked me once for what games here don't require much reading. I've been...
Was that for his kid, though?
No, it's for him.
And I said Professor Layton and the Curious Bisexual Man.
Because fuck him for not being able to read.
Because I'm a bastard, yes.
I hope he knows he needs 2 matchsticks.
Yes. The curious case of Professor Layton and his pedophilic love interest.
Professor Layton in the No Girls Allowed Club.
Yeah, Professor Layton in Grass on the Field means play ball.
So, yes, that we've shot down Nintendo's newest icon.
Yeah, fuck you, Layton.
Hey, he's doing a tag team with
Phoenix
It's
Wright.
right, so it's okay. He's all right with me.
They can point their fingers at each other in suggestive ways.
That's right.
Kinky.
Like him and his sidekick do all the time.
Yes.
Oh, Leighton and Luke.
They can trade sidekicks.
Your love is eternal.
It's true. But, speaking of love being eternal, we'll be
Or
back.
endless.
We'll be right back.
Ass, titties, ass and titties, ass, titties, titties, ass and titties. Big booty bitches that's wearing guests. Come on, ho, let's go to the easy rest. When I see ass, titties, ass and titties, ass, titties, titties, ass and titties. Big booty bitches that's wearing guests. Come on, ho, let's go to the easy rest. When I see ass, titties, ass and titties, ass, titties, titties, ass and titties. Ass.
And we're back with a special guest out of nowhere.
Hey. This is
Play the fan. Sorry, go ahead.
this is Gerald Rathgold from Anime World Order coming in on very short notice.
Yes, in fact, after we recorded just the previous segment, I was looking online and went, oh, hey, Gerald's on. I'll get Gerald. And so here he is, here we are. And so we're talking about an RPG that you probably going to be really hard to actually find, but we're going to talk about it anyways.
Let me just try to find the sequel.
I
That's
want
even
them to
harder.
bring the sequel over here.
I found it.
Well, you found the regular copy of the game. Your internet pirating does not count.
No, I have a real copy of the game.
That's true. The first one. Which we're talking about, Kevin, you can say long titles much better than I can.
Super Robot Wars, Original Generation, Gaiden, Endless Frontier.
Titties.
Titties are not in the title.
That's
They're
the
in the
subtitle.
game.
They should be in the title. There's no way that this game does not have titties in the title.
So, yeah.
It's an RPG. It's about two things, juggling and jiggling.
It's an
You've been
RPG.
waiting this whole week to say that.
Yes, he
You
has.
sat down and thought that up before this podcast. And we're like, juggling and jiggling.
I think we thought that
got
up
this.
last time when we didn't actually do this
I bet you were
podcast.
thinking about that in finals.
I've been thinking about this
Lit
since
final.
I first played the game months ago.
Yeah,
Now-
sure.
I have a question for everybody here.
Sure.
What the hell is this game about? And this is coming from someone who is actively playing this game.
Okay, may I field this question?
Go for it, Lee.
It's
Oh, this
pretty
is
much,
Yeah.
it's pretty much Bandai Namco going up to the people who did the Xenosaga game and saying, we got a fuckload of characters, we want to make a fuckload of new characters based on these old characters, and we want a lot of tits jiggling and a bunch of universes together, and it doesn't have to make a whole lot of sense, just have an awesome battle system, and a lot of girls, it'll be hot, and let's do this thing. Okay, bam.
So you admit that the storyline makes no sense.
The
Adam.
storyline makes less sense than Xenogears in Japanese where I can't read anything.
Yeah, I have
Yeah, that's
no
the story.
clue
It has a story.
what's going on in this game, like, most of the time.
It does have a
This
story.
game is a date sim.
The sad
it's
part,
like-
though-
It is not a date sim.
I wish it
I
was.
would have remembered that, I'm pretty sure.
It actually does have a story, and it's actually relevant to the second Super Robot Wars Original Generation game.
But unfortunately most people don't know what that is.
Kevin, you
Yeah.
know,
Even the translators didn't even know what
Yeah,
that is.
the translators, in fact, screwed up the references.
They missed. There was a female character from an earlier game that their company translated, but not the same team. And her name was Lemon, and they called her Raymond in this game because they had no gender context and didn't realize it was from an earlier game.
So it only makes sense if, in fact, you're a total nerd who was playing this game in Japanese before it came out in the U.S.
yeah, you'd have to be an ultra nerd.
Well, the thing is that, I mean, Super Robot Wars games are already made for crazy robot nerds anyway.
Yes.
I mean,
Indeed.
this game is even, like, more so.
Even more so, and it has all these references. All the little mecha that show up are like repaints of their original mecha from their original games, which are also very obscure.
Yep.
So
I mean, there actually is a plot. I mean,
yes,
what?
I don't deny that there's a plot at all. It just makes no fucking sense.
Yes.
it's just a string
It is
together
somewhat
mess that's
nonsensical.
pretty much exists to make moving
Well,
from point A and point B to kill
Because
shit.
the Endless Frontier, the setting itself, is a mess. It's a bunch of different colliding realities of different types of worlds that just are dumping stuff
No,
at
you're not
random.
I'm sure that in order to understand the plot, you have to be like a 9-year-old boy. because like they can decipher the plot of like Dragon Ball Z, and no one can.
Yes.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? A lot of their inspiration for like locales and stuff actually came from fairy tales, so that almost makes sense.
Yeah, the one world was entirely like Alice in Wonderland, basically. So.
Yep, and that android, her name is Ashen Brodel. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Ashen Brodel.
It's actually the name of what, Cinderella?
It's Cinderella in
It's
German.
Cinderella
Yeah.
in German,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and she's a robot with latex green stuff that comes off when she does. Oh, that's hot.
Have we gone
yeah.
over the basics of the game though?
We haven't. We kind of
We
dived
just
right in
started.
and got
We
way
should-
too far.
we should go- it's a
back
game.
up.
It's a game for the DS, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess the idea is that it's meant to be a side story to Super Robot Wars OG.
It doesn't even really work as that, because most of there's some references and there are some tie-ins, but they really don't make. I don't know. Kevin would have to tell me if he really thinks they make a whole lot of sense. They reference
A little.
it, but I don't think it actually. It kind of goes, oh, he made a joke. Oh, she said a line that this one guy said.
They do
It's
make
kind
a
of
couple
obscure.
odd references. A lot of it's in the untranslated Japanese battle chatter.
Yeah, I noticed that too. There's some really funny chatter that goes on that if
It's not translated.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want them to voice act it, but I would at least like some sort of subtitles or something.
Probably because there were no subtitles there in the Japanese version. It was way too hard to work them in.
I don't care, damn it. There's talking going on. I want to hear what's being said.
So
Yeah.
I guess let's go over some of the basics. Where's this game
Yeah.
set? I guess the game is set in just kind of this
Oh,
series of
place.
alternate universes.
That they
Yeah.
call the Endless Frontier.
Yeah.
And starring, looks like a cowboy dude named Hacken Browning, who's got this awesome gun, and
And for
he's
the
got a...
and for the ladies out there, he is voiced by Nobuyuki Hiyama,
Ooh, yeah.
master screamer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got an android sidekick that makes snarky comments unless she overheats, and then she makes goofy, giggly comments.
She turns
we're talking
Moe
about-
when she overpowers herself.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking about Ashen now.
I was about to say, are we talking about KOTOR, or are we talking about Endless Frontier? we got a
but it's,
a cowboy and Jedi dude. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'll give you that's fair enough.
It is multiple parallel universes. Each one's kind of sci-fi. One's kind of fairy tale land. One's kind of ancient Japan world.
One's
one
the Wild
is
West, like the main
Yeah.
one, I guess.
like the over industrialized technological construct.
Or
Yeah, all kind
how
say-
those lame ass people at conventions would call maybe steampunk.
Oh ho!
Perhaps I just like to avoid
You
the
got a
term.
problem with steampunk? No, I'm kidding. I don't fucking like steampunk.
I don't know if I'd really call them steampunk, but yeah,
I think steampunk people might call it steampunk.
probably.
But because
steampunk people
I'm not
call-
unbelievably lame like that, even though I consider myself lame, I wouldn't call it steampunk.
I knew steampunk people calling Shadowrun steampunk, for God's sake.
Oh, well, those people need to die. So,
Yeah, like, exactly. It's like, what are we talking
That's
about?
goddamn cyberpunk. You keep our cyberpunk.
Keep
Oh,
cyberpunk and steampunk away from each other.
Not even the punk part of it can talk to each other.
But it's
So basically, it's Kingdom Hearts. Like, there's a bunch of worlds, and you go around with a.
it's like Kingdom Hearts with bigger breasts.
Well, yeah. Well,
Man, this
let's
is the best idea ever.
let's address the breast issue.
Why?
Let's
Wait, no,
address the
we
pre-
have not finished laying down the basics of the game. Let's talk about some gameplay before we jump right into
Okay.
the
let's talk
it's-
about the battle system, actually.
The
Like
battle system is awesome
The
and probably
battle-
the most innovative
yes.
part of the whole game.
Yeah.
Cause,
I
It's
actually
the
hope
battle
to see
system.
this more often.
Mhm.
Did any of you guys play this game on the PS1 called 1,000 Arms?
I did.
Yes.
And this battle system reminded me of that because it's entirely one-on-one. Like, you
Mhm.
start off with a team and on both sides, but each battle is one-on-one. 1,000
Mhm.
Arms, I guess, kind of sucked, but it's...
Thousand Arms, as an overall game, I thought its battle system was a dire piece of shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you were in,
if you like the dating stuff.
maybe.
Yes.
I
yes,
was
I
younger
did.
then. I needed something.
Because I was disappointed there turned out to be no actual way to change what girl you
Yeah,
ended up
it
with.
always ended up with that same fucking girl.
But
You,
anyway,
you give us like a mini hair? Okay, I'm
You know,
done.
most of us had porn on the internet, guys. We didn't need to play a PS1 game.
some of us didn't have computers. You shut up.
This was my internet porn, Eric.
God, I feel like the one non-nerd, and that's so weird for me, because it's like you guys are talking about this game, and I've never
But
played
yeah,
it.
anyways, back to the battle system, the way it works is when it's your turn, instead of, you know, selecting an action, you've got a pre-programmed little set of actions which you can switch around in their menu, and every time you push the button, they do a series of attacks that launches the enemy up in the air, and you juggle them.
You try to keep them there, and if you're very lucky, you get to then, if you've got your next character in the initiative queue is one of your characters, you can even jump them into the sequence and keep the guy in the air, hopefully until you kill them.
That's and very if you let them touch the ground and they're a further along enemy, then they can counter
they will die.
Yes, and not only stop your attack cold and then counter you. It's annoying as hell.
They will completely dodge everything you throw at them and then punch you in the face really hard.
That's very important.
I thought this was a really interesting and innovative battle system. I really hope. I mean, I don't know what Exceed does because I don't know anything about it.
It plays exactly the same.
It does.
Except they did add in a way to stop them from doing that, where you can do that annoying thing where if they I don't know, Kevin.
The main improvement is the enemies can't force evade your attacks unless they've filled up a gauge that fills up from you beating on them. And you can occasionally execute the forced evade too. It just cuts down on your frontier gauge, which means less super moves for you.
Yeah, as far as in both games, the more you juggle and the more you do shit, your frontier gauge gets up and you can do super moves with it, for those who aren't in the know.
That is the most the element that I think is the most like the original Super Robot Wars, because they also had amazing moves and the animation is really nice.
Yes, that is one of the things I like best about it is just watching all the detailed, both sprite and the closer up animations they're gorgeous.
Yeah, that and it also shares the stations or the spirit commands from Super Robot Wars, which are kind of like your air quotes magic for the game, but you can pretty much use as many of them as you care to before you initiate your action.
If you've never played Super Robot Wars, it takes a little getting used to the fact that you can spam magic spells, quote unquote, and not take it up your turn or anything. But
the battle system is
the battle system is pretty much the biggest draw of the game. If you've never heard of Super Robot Wars, and even if you have, it may still be the biggest draw of the game because the battle system. Well, okay, if you like the breast, then you know.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know what's the biggest draw.
It's also quite satisfying that like very very early in the game you can do 14,000 points of damage in like one set.
It's kind of similar to the battle system for Namco versus Capcom, which is not a fighting game but a tactical RPG.
A game we'll never get,
which we'll never get in the U.S. But 3 of the characters, in fact, come from there. That are in Endless Frontier.
I actually wonder how this game got released because this game has, characters from Namco, so that had to have been licensed some way.
Well, Bandai and Namco had a merger.
Yeah, they're the same company now, so.
But it's being released by, I guess, a different company. So
by Atlas in the U.S.
So yeah, I guess they did have to wrangle that somehow.
Well, yeah, it does. Fortunately, Monolith Soft, who made the game, they have Xenosaga, which is how they get Cosmos in there, because they'll put Cosmos in any damn game that people let them.
Yeah, it's like, if you've got a game, we've got Cosmos out on the street, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm actually not complaining because I love Cosmos, but
it also do a case of I was like, okay, hey Namco, we'll give you $5. It's $5 more than you had before.
Well, they're licensing the game from Bandai Namco in the first place. Namco Bandai.
Some American guy somewhere saw some animations of the women in this game and convinced somebody that he could sell it.
Well, Atlas also brought out...
It actually had a very good initial selling, and which is strange to me why they haven't tried to get the next one, which I would pay for.
Atlas knows that they work on them all, that they know that there's so many games, they know that so many people will buy it, because it's Atlas. And so they probably were like, okay, this is how much money we can spend on this, can we do it? They thought yes, so they probably did.
I guess we're not completely out of the possibility of getting the sequel in the U.S., but it looks grim enough that I went ahead and bought the Japanese version.
Which helps, because, I mean, if the storyline is anything like this storyline, then you're not probably missing anything because it would just confuse you.
I do have to say,
for
the sequel, it has one of the best RPG features I've ever seen for a Japanese language RPG for someone who only kind of understands Japanese. It has a "Where the hell are we going now" button, and it has pictures.
So you can't read anything and go, oh, I've seen that big ship, I can go there now.
Exactly. So that's a good point for the sequel. Good luck finding it for less than $60, but there you go.
Shall we move on and talk about the characters of Endless Frontier, or do we have more about the battle system to go on?
Well, let's see characters. There's Ashen's breasts, Kaguya's breasts.
thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Kaguya's butt.
Exactly. It's like
Suzuka's
characters and a
hips.
story in this game. I'm very confused. I thought I played this game and I don't remember.
Yeah, actually,
You got a cowboy who goes around collecting women of various types and Reiji.
Where cow best.
see, it's secretly a harem show, but
You have a very
Secretly a harem
no, not,
No, it is
well,
not a harem show because the girls aren't in love with
Actually,
them.
for the two male characters,
In fact, don't they talk about selling the guys at one point?
Yeah.
To a gay
To
cat man.
cat boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
they
no,
do.
really, the main male lead and the other male party member you get actually really have clearly defined love interests. But they've still got a bunch of other hot women following them around anyways.
Yes, so you can't say it's harem because in harem, well, there are. Never mind. I'm not going to.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Story of my life there.
But it does have a very gender imbalanced RPG party where you have two guys,
Only like two males.
five women.
Yeah, and you get a sword woman wearing a outfit like how many times smaller than it should be for her, but she's got an awesome sword, little rings that come out and cut things. You got two androids, am I right? You got
Cosmos
from
and Xenosaga
from
and
Xenosaga and Ashin, who is pretty awesome. Let's see, you got a little Oni girl,
Troll.
not troll,
Oni girl. She's
Who-
really 700 years old, we swear.
She
You
has
keep telling yourself that, Kevin.
Well, she is, but that's,
she has hips.
she has
and
hips.
dances and operates a robot with puppet strings.
That
a
robot is
mecha
awesome, by
with
the
puppet
way.
strings, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, who else we got? I'm missing.
Reiji and Xiaomu.
Is that all I'm missing?
Reiji
They're
is
from-
basically, I don't know, blackjack. At least he looks.
Pretty much.
it's like blackjack with a sword.
He's a cross between Blackjack and Kyosuke Nambu from the original generation Super Robot Wars series.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has like way too many swords and way too many guns for one person to use at one time.
They all have names too.
They all have names.
And
And
Naomi
Xiaomu
is his
is
sidekick.
a,
Yeah, with a
she's
little
a
fox
kitsune.
girl.
She's a fox girl. She likes the internet and pro wrestling.
She's pretty cool. She's got dual guns, so.
yes, I think that's awesome.
She's got guns and like a sword cane.
just
Uh,
comboing with her guns, and then she goes to slice people open. It's great.
she also shoots like laser beams from her fingers and surfs
That's
on
the thing
people's
about
bodies.
this game is each character has such a diverse skill set where they do all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this guy's got a gun and it has some sort of thrusting stake and cards that blow up and all this, and you're like, wow.
Like he has an assault rifle that also has a folding like sword blade and a pile driver spike, and he throws exploding playing cards, and he has a revolver just to top it off, and he uses all of them in his attack sequences.
Yes, it's crazy.
And then it just
But-
becomes a matter of you memorizing how the move goes and then arranging them in particular orders, and so.
Exactly. Making sure
Yeah.
you hit the button at the right time.
And realizing that you don't have to keep hitting the button. You hit the button once, and then it's a pre-canned animation.
Yeah.
You know,
I
most
didn't
of,
get that at first. In the first like 3 hours I played the game.
Yeah,
It
and
became way easier once I learned that.
and just about every move also has a point partway through the move where if you press the button again,
You
you
get
will
bonus.
cancel it, but get a bonus to your gauge for super attacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let people in from behind you to.
Yes, and
yeah,
each
spray fire and shit.
you can have people, your inactive reserves, jump in to help. The sequel actually added an extra slot for just a character to exist purely to jump in and help.
Also,
Who else?
was it just me, or did Cosmos kind of suck in this game? Like, she didn't really have a very good set of moves for a character, considering her
Yeah. To be fair, she mostly sat in the inactive roster.
I
but-
use her quite a bit. Later, she'll get one move that's a little bit better, but I have to agree, considering who she is and how powerful she's supposed to be, she does come off rather weak.
Mm-hmm.
So, not as bad as Suzuku probably came off of, but maybe that's just me.
But I remember this game coming out and like some of the like Super Robot Wars people saying that it wasn't a good game. And so I got it anyway because I wanted to see more Super Robot Wars stuff, but I set it aside for like months and months and months.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started playing it and I was like, whoa, what are these guys talking about? I have no clue what the story's about, but that's how most Super Robot Wars games are.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I just think the game just takes a refuge in audacity. Just it keeps trying to think of crazier things you could possibly do.
Well, also, it came up with probably more ways of the main male character insulting the female characters than almost any other game I've come across.
Yes.
How many terms for boobs did he come up with in the game alone?
There were quite a few.
Not just him. I mean, also Ashen, his eternal android sidekick, was never without a comment on one of the other women.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be for having huge breasts or none at all.
Right.
And, the story's nonsensical and pretty much a clusterfuck, and the characters aren't super complex, but I like most of them. They're mostly enjoyable.
This is strange. They're charmingly sociopathic sometimes.
I would actually like to see. I would be interested in seeing this turn into maybe a 3-part direct-to-video thing, or maybe a 13-episode TV series or something.
We can only hope. We can only hope. Maybe if the new original generation TV series does well in Japan, we can only hope.
Yeah.
I've always actually likened this game to Final Fantasy 13 because in both games the combat system is really fun. And based as characters, they're okay, just the plot makes no goddamn sense. And they both have pretty graphics. And they have lots of fan service.
Yeah.
For 13 has really pretty graphics, and then, you've got knockers.
Yeah. This is probably the most fan-servicey game I actually like.
It's probably the most fan-servicey game I've seen on the DS.
Yeah, for real.
True. Did that come out with an M or a T rating? I don't remember.
It was a T, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was T.
Okay.
For tits.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I did. 'Cause I remember you making that joke when you gave it to me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah,
Oh.
I remember that joke very specifically.
Ah, well.
I mean, when you do an awesome, cool special attack with one of the female characters, odds are, whatever their particular assets are, you will be getting a decent look at them.
Have we mentioned the fact that they lose bits of armor sometimes? And,
Yeah, that Ashen, her green spandexy parts of her outfit disintegrate when she goes into her super mode.
Well, they are aware of their audience.
Exactly.
Even though a lot of people I know who like this game are women.
Well,
Wow.
They have
That's
to
awesome,
give
in my
off
opinion.
heat.
But,
I mean,
that
that was the explanation.
heat.
That's right. They give off heat.
I think I saw a weird pattern leading up to this, that the further along you go along, and Kevin will correct me if it's wrong, the further along you go in the Super Robot Wars series, the more jiggle they gave the female characters. And
Yes.
This is sort of them saying, screw it, we're gonna crank it up all the way.
Yeah, except for Ibis, but Ibis is love anyways.
Ibis is, even the lollies have bigger than Ibis does.
No, she just doesn't jiggle.
Yeah.
And it turned into a joke that she has no
I was
breasts.
just playing
but,
along with
yeah,
the joke. I have to.
Now we're talking about character in a game, no one even knows what I'm talking about.
I know,
except
she's
for
awesome.
Lee. But yes, Ibis is love. You may not know what that means now, but one day you might.
Oh, man.
Probably
Well,
not.
I have to appreciate a game they didn't just want to go, a little bit with the fan service. They went as far as they could and still make it a teen rating.
Maybe that's why I
this goes-
like it so much, because they just went, they knew what they wanted and they ran with it.
You like this stuff? Well, here's a fucking lot of it.
They just ran with it. They didn't care.
Even the enemies, there's so many were people in this game that are women that are part something, like the mermaid captain and all the other, there are guys like that too.
Most of your bosses are scantily clad women. Like, if you don't find your particular fetish in your main party cast,
you'll find it in the villain somewhere.
probably.
I'm pretty sure they just take all the fetishes there are, and they just put them into a...
Well, the few they left out,
randomizer.
make it in the sequel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I'd hate to see what got left out. We're talking, that's the bottom of the barrel of the fetish chain there, you know what I mean? And this is the boss wearing a diaper with a pacifier,
I don't think we go that.
Although, let's be fair, it wouldn't have any value if it wasn't a decent game,
Exactly.
True.
It's the awesome battle system that makes you keep coming back, even though the TNA is for TNA top grade for what you can do in a T rating game.
Yeah.
But the fact that it has a tight battle system and I think interesting characters.
Yes,
the interesting characters.
And if you can decipher the story's probably interesting.
I find
If you can decipher the story, you're probably up on
the
something
game
that
always
makes it interesting.
the game made me laugh when I wasn't in battle and when they weren't jiggling. The game made me laugh with the characters and storytelling, such as it was.
It's just a light little fun game that has a really
It's
combat
not
system.
taking itself very seriously.
Like, it's actually kind of nice to play. I'm not a huge RPG fan. I played mostly action stuff, but it is just nice to sit back with a little lightweight.
Yeah. They know they're not writing the next great story in an RPG.
And I think episodes are not translated to next great story.
Yeah.
A lot of these things where the Atlas guys go like, I could punch that up.
You know, probably not as much as we think, actually, from what I'm getting in the from what I can follow in the sequel. But Atlas certainly didn't gloss anything over just to make it seem a little more acceptable, like sometimes happens.
Oh, well, I hope we get the sequel. It would be really
I'll
fun.
buy it again, but I just happened to come across it at an anime con, and I'm like, I'm buying this because it's never coming out in the U.S. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too.
Mhm.
Very.
But if you can find it and you've played the first one, the sequel is actually very easy to play. You already know what you're doing.
I have a feeling with DS piracy rates so high, and the 3DS over the horizon, we might get it. That's probably those two reasons are probably more reasons that it didn't sell well. It's more that there's a new system coming out.
So, guys, think about this possibility: Endless Frontier 3 on 3DS. Wouldn't that be the best thing ever?
I wouldn't even need to know Japanese. I'd be like, Kevin, how do I start the game animations? Okay, I'm done. Like,
We can only hope, and hope it's not region locked.
no, I think we're gonna get Secret of Mana 3 over this. Like, this is gonna be like a. Unfortunately, there's a new system on the horizon. They're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna get too many drops, especially with this kind of little stuff.
Man,
before,
Secret of Mana 3 was so
3DS.
fucking good. That's just me though.
So yeah, have we actually made any sense talking about this game yet?
I don't think we have.
We've
I
made
think
about
it's
as much
our-
sense as playing the storyline out.
Yeah, exactly. This is our plot of the reenactment.
You need to like
of this
just
game.
find some video of stuff happening and paste it
I'm
under
sure
our
this
image.
is a wonderful podcast to listen to while you're actually playing the fighting portions of the game.
Probably.
And hey, me and Basil and Lee are jiggling over here, so we're
They
all
are,
taking care of that
yes.
part. Like,
And I am your flat-chested dancing princess.
yeah, I don't know about Daryl. I don't think I've met him in real life, so I can't say.
He's blackjack, don't worry.
He's
Sure.
blackjack.
So wow, we've got everything.
Oh man, he's Blackjack. I love Blackjack. Blackjack's awesome. I was reading it today. I was reading volume 12.
Yeah. But
Because that's totally the podcast we're doing.
It's totally random.
That's totally the podcast we're doing right now. It's
Yeah.
blackjack, right?
You remember talking about Blackjack? It was this awesome one with like a guy, and Pinocchio had leukemia, and then it was like, oh shit, she's got leukemia.
And then there were big bouncing titties.
Actually, she did demand that Blackjack make her big titties, which was very funny. Anyway, before she died, before I die, give me nice tits. I thought that was great.
So how many awesomes out of awesome?
Oh.
Or how many boobs out of boobs?
How many boobs out of boobs?
I think any more than 2 is too much.
Yeah, comes the man. Oh, don't even start it here, asshole. Like, comes the only one of us with real tits. Like, you should. This man's girlfriend. I mean, come on.
Wife.
Is an Endless Frontier. Wife. Sorry, is an Endless Frontier character.
And listen to this podcast.
And listens to this podcast. Hi, Sue. You have a nice rack. Kevin's laughing. You know it's true. Shut the hell up. Anyway.
So-
I give it 4 times that Susan's going to beat the shit out of awesome. Lee, don't let her listen to the end of this.
I'll make sure she doesn't.
Well, considering I can't really do ratings necessarily, I'll just say I highly recommend it, and I think everyone should pick it up because it's a weird,
There's a little-
fun
There's a,
game that knows no boundaries, at least for a teen rating.
there's a little
Yes, you
something
can't do
for
ratings. You
everybody.
think you're better than the OSMcast, Daryl? Is that what's going on here?
Gerald.
Gerald, whatever.
Who are
This would be
you?
an entirely different podcast if it was Daryl on.
Oh, Gerald, whatever.
But he was on the way on AIM, so he did not get asked.
He wasn't awesome enough.
No one's awesome.
He
enough to
hasn't
be
played the game either.
Well,
Oh,
then-
Oh, well, then hell with him, then. You're way cooler.
There we go. So,
Like,
yeah, I think
So-
that this game is out of print like most Atlas games.
Yeah, that's why you
like
tend to
everything
buy
they've ever made
you tend to
for
buy
it.
an Atlas game just because you probably won't be
You
able
probably-
to
you don't
later.
get another
Yeah,
chance.
they just need to have a subscription system where they just send every game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, we would sign up for that. Like all 5 of us would just like get
Yeah.
every Atlas game.
Just
out.
send it to me. I'll figure out if I like it later.
Yeah, you know,
Not, I'll sell it for $300.
Yeah, exactly.
Not you go put it on eBay.
I did find about months ago, I did find a copy on half.com for a good price, but you'd have to search around. You'd have to keep your eye open, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad I pre-ordered this and got the CD soundtrack and such.
Yeah.
At least
all
it's
the
not
little-
as weird a situation as when they released Digital Devil Saga in that 2-part game where by the time the second part came out, the first part was already out of print.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is so insane.
Yeah, I somehow ended up with both of them. But once
I
again,
don't
you just
have
buy the
any
Atlas
of them. I
title.
want them.
Kevin, you buy everything the moment it comes out. It's literally like you on the truck.
Especially with Atlas titles. Like we said, they vanish.
You know, it's kind of weird trivia. Index Holdings, the guy who owns Atlas. They
Mhm.
also own that house. Just throw that out there.
Yeah. Well, they just recently acquired Atlas, didn't they?
No, they've had Atlas for a while. They just recently renamed and reshuffled their stock such that.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
selling it
Okay,
now.
yeah. They had a story
They've
about that.
owned Atlas for a
Because I
while.
got an Atlas. got the Atlas newsletter, and they actually sent out a newsletter like, "We're not disappearing. We're fine. Some people on the internet are panicking, but we're cool." It was weird.
But I think we've spent as much time as one can talk about this game, and it's wonderful. You should
It's a
all buy it
game.
if you can find it.
If you can find it, it would make a lovely Christmas present.
Thanks for hopping on real quick, Gerald.
Sure, no problem.
I'm very sorry I got your name wrong like twice.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
With Daryl and Gerald, when people yell after us in crowds, we can't tell who they're yelling for.
And just for the record, it's 2 swaying hips of awesome.
2 swaying hips of awesome.
Yes.
1 fat ass of awesome.
Hey, we're going to do a Thousand Arms podcast next.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You guys just talked about it sucked.
I said the battle sucked. The
I like
battle
the
system
battles,
sucked.
actually.
I thought the
But
battle
I'm going to
system was
finish
cool.
this off with, I'll steal a joke from Eric. I'm going to give this game 3 boobs, 2 in the front and 1 in the back for dancing.
I think you
What
have to
the
say
fuck?
three flotation devices.
Oh, you're right. 3 flotation devices, or possibly this bounceful boobage, siren of the love ambulance.
What are you reading?
Breast extreme princesses, coffee kitty, frayed breast, zipper, princess zipper lips.
What?
David Cabrera,
Uh-huh.
he does Astro Toy and also writes for, I think, Comedy Drop.
Uh-huh.
And some other things. He actually compiled a list of all the random things they actually said.
Wow.
I'll link that to in the show notes.
Awesome.
Yes, you should. That's just the only way to... But the only way to really experience it is to play the game.
It's true. So, from us to you, Princess Family Size.
And Thousand Arms is awesome.
Have a wonderful holiday. Good night, and we'll see you next year.
With Thousand Arms.
We'll see, Lee. We'll see.
Arms, Thousand.
And a breastful new year.
Thousand Arms.
We are out. Thanks again, Gerald.
Yeah, thanks
No
a lot.
problem.
I feel dirty after this podcast.
I feel clean. Awesome date. Whatever the fuck day it is. Awesome time. Whatever the fuck time it is. Awesome topic. Your mom. No, wait, something cooler than that.
This is the OSMcast.
This is the Awesome Cast.
Hi, folks, and welcome to The Daily Show. I'm your host, Jon Stewart.
Man, Jon Stewart's voice sure has changed, hasn't it, Kevin?
That's right.
Yeah.
After I exercise
I am not
the
Kevin.
Jewishness in me,
I am Senior Middle East Correspondent, that Senior Middle East Correspondent guy.
who's also had the Jewishness abolished from him. Oddly enough, he wasn't Jewish, but we got rid of it just for good measure.
It made him Kevin? Wow.
Yes. I killed fishes.
All right.
Magic fishes.
Well,
That
there
should,
we go.
that should totally be our bonus thing.
What the fuck are we doing? We're not really rolled with this, right? We're redoing
James,
this.
cut that on the burp or something. I don't know.
Count that on